Oh.
Is that too loud?
Yeah.
Welcome
The Danica Daycast.
to Danica Daycast, episode 5. It's the 5th episode.
Yeah.
And we're here. Actually, episode 5, which is perfect, because what's coming out in like 9 hours from us recording this, Monica?
Collection 5.
Collection 5.
Woo!
So if you just know us for our pretty voices and our strange thoughts, we also have pretty and strange art that we're wearing right now. And we've talked about it in the last few podcasts, but I'm excited for this one. We did a live reveal last week. Why don't we talk about that live reveal? How do you think it went?
Good.
Yeah.
I had my little accident with the mic, but other than that, it was good.
Oh, yeah. Well, you kept standing up.
Yeah, I kept standing up and then
Like-
not speaking in the mic.
Yeah, like everything else. It was pretty much our podcast setup plus like a couple extra cables and a computer so we could live stream it,
Yeah.
But then you would you'd stand up like this, but you talk at a normal volume so you can't hear you. And it's like, it's like, what's going on, Monica?
I don't know.
And then my sister was in the chat and she was like, you got to get closer to the camera.
No,
and then I'm like, I
can't see.
I can't see the camera. They won't be able to hear me. So we had our technical little issues, but I think it went really
Yeah.
well. It was cool. We had lots of people join and watch, lots of people commenting, and I think people liked everything we did, like the new art, the new video. The video was short.
Yeah, the video was shorter than I remember.
Yeah, it's because it feels like a long thing, right? Because we worked on that video for, I don't know, like at least a month, maybe? Probably a month. I call it a month.
Yes.
Yeah. We worked on that. Like most of the work on that was done in about the period of 1 month. And we got a 1.5-minute video. And pretty soon we'll be writing the ending to the next video because we have a rough idea. But yeah, and then we'll film it and release it one of these days while Collection 5 is still out. But I think it was cool. It's always interesting with those live reveals, though, because like we are the kind of people that we're always like down to the wire with it. Like I feel like we were a little more prepared this time around. But there was even still stuff where it's like that morning we're like, oh, what should we name the art? What should this one be called? What should this one be called?
Was it that morning or?
Yeah,
I think wasn't it,
it
the
was
night
like-
before? I don't.
We came
remember.
up with a list of ideas the night before for most of the artwork, but we didn't really settle on anything. And then it was like 10 or 11 in the morning the next day that we went, okay, well, this is kind of what we were thinking. Do we still think that's a good idea? And we still worked on it a little bit. And there were other ones, like I think Water Melodies. You came up with that the day of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a surprise. Because it was, yeah, the first names were not appropriate.
Well, I should show one. Maybe I'll show it on screen. There's nothing that wasn't appropriate. We just had some ones we were joking about. Like, are you thinking of Dreamers? Is that the one you're thinking of?
No, this one.
Oh, because we
So
wanted to call
those-
that one Wet Friends.
Yeah.
We're getting wet with friends or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad. It sounds bad.
And
It's not good.
we also almost called Dreamers, or we didn't almost call Dreamers, but
No, we didn't.
I
it was just there.
I pitched
Because you put it there.
Well, you suggested like Night Gaze, I think.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down twice because I wasn't sure. I wanted clarification. Is it Night Gaze, like Gaze, or is it Night Gaze, like gaze, I still vote Night Gaze, but like the second one.
Definitely not that. It was the gazing thing, with the Z.
I think it could work. So we've been told we should have some Pride merch. We did the Pride Festival in Barrie,
I
back in
know,
June.
but
and we had nothing. I mean, we had our own stuff, but also there's nothing really one way or another about that.
okay. But if it was that, why would it be night and then the word gay?
I think it was a great
Why are
idea.
they only out at night? Like, I don't understand, Daniel.
No, they're out.
You're the one that wrote it down.
It's not like someone flips, like you're a morning straight and a night gay, mid-afternoon bi, you know.
Yeah, Daniel, I didn't understand that.
I thought it was a good idea. What other names did we have? I think those were the good ones.
Well, you had your thing with the heist. You kept on saying heist this,
Oh yeah,
heist
yeah.
that.
Bear breakout. Yeah.
And then what was it? Heist something.
That was one of the changes we made to that one as well. That originally some of the bears were kind of moving away from those bears that were captured in the mouth, right? We had that one guy, that one bear at least. Remember, he was like swinging away like he was trying to leave. I was like, I get the feeling they're trying to there's a heist. They're trying to break someone out. So I had heist on the brain.
Oh, it was like bear heist or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like bear heist.
And then you tried to do it
heist.
with all the other designs, and you were like heist something, and then heist something else, and I was like, okay, Daniel, you can't heist everything into the names.
I think I can.
No.
I think I can.
You heister. Daniel, what are you thinking about? Why are you doing those creepy eyes?
I'm getting really worried that the camera might not be on. I'm just going to triple check that it is.
Okay. Everybody, listen to me while Daniel's paranoid checking and doing his thing because he's paranoid and checking.
So the good news is the camera was recording.
Yes.
And everything's good. Everything's looking fine. Feeling great. All right, so collection 5
is on its way.
Well, if you're watching this, it's out. Unless if you're watching this like after we remove it from our store, because hey, nothing's there forever.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not. Like our collection 4 stuff. If anyone likes the pickle art we were wearing in previous episodes, you got until the end of December to buy it, and then poof, it's going to vanish from the site. Ooh.
Get your Christmas pickle today. What?
Yeah. Maybe that's the ad we should run. We should run like holiday ads on Facebook, and it's just get your Christmas pickle today.
Yeah, totally.
But that's a thing in some cultures, right? You put the pickle in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your Christmas pickle.
Is it the Dutch that does that? Is that Germans? Who does it?
I don't know, but doesn't your family do it?
A pickle in a tree?
Yeah, when we go see
I don't remember any pickle in a tree. Like an actual pickle?
Yeah, your mom put a pickle in the tree.
What?
Yeah.
If she did, I forgot. I am very forgetful,
or
but
is it when we were at Yaya's house?
I don't
remember.
I don't think she
There was a pickle somewhere at your family when we went for Christmas.
I don't remember
and then
that.
They were looking for the pickle in the tree.
Where did that come from? I think that's interesting though. Like everyone's got their own different little like traditions, and like there's different cultures where they could celebrate the same holiday, but they celebrate it a little bit differently. I think it's cool. You know? Do you remember? Well, of course you do. You were there for. But
what?
Have I talked about our old Christmas tree on this podcast? The one that we had in our apartment?
I don't think so.
It was great. So back in the day, before we lived in the house that we're in right now, we're in this little apartment, and I'm a little lazy. I can be a procrastinator at sometimes, and we left the Christmas tree up, and then December turned into January, which turned into February. We got to a point we just looked at the tree and went, well, we haven't taken it down yet. Maybe we should just leave it up. So we left it up. We left it up for, I think, until the point that we moved. So I think like we left it up for like 2 full years almost.
Yeah.
And it was great because every holiday we would add like a little bit more to the tree, right? So with
Yeah.
like Valentine's Day, we added hearts. Easter, we added little like, eggs in baskets and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like plastic eggs, right? And it was cool. And then like finally, after like almost like a whole year of just having the tree up, I finally got to like get the satisfaction I wanted out of it. Because it was like September or October or something. The landlord came into our apartment. He saw the tree and went, "Wow, the tree sure is up early this year." And we're like, "No, we're just really late taking it down." We're just late. That was fun though.
Yeah, it was fun decorating it
Yeah.
every holiday.
But I think we made the right call of taking our Christmas tree down after a little while of Christmas in this house here,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think you
There's
do.
not enough space, and then we'd be bumping into it all the time.
Well, yeah, not with this table here.
Yeah.
We need this for a podcast. That's the other thing we got to figure out. Like, when it is Christmas, this is normally where we have a tree, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know. We could put it right next
What if we
the table, but then it's in the way of if we want to go out the back door.
What if we buy a heavy duty tree? Strongest tree you've ever seen.
I don't want a strongest tree.
Strongest tree you've ever seen.
Because then,
and we sit in
if you
it.
try to what?
We get chairs. I'll be the topper.
What?
I'll be at the top.
No.
I'll be like a little
We're
angel.
not doing this.
You'll be like somewhere in the
crazy.
bottom to middle-ish.
You crazy, man.
Or we can switch. It's really not picky. I just like the idea of, hey, so this is our podcast,
There's no way that they make plastic trees that hard.
We're going to make our own out of concrete.
I don't want that. That sounds uncomfortable.
As someone who
No.
doesn't know much about concrete, although I'm sure I've worked with concrete
That
before.
sounds uncomfortable.
But if I've worked with concrete, it's been a long time. But I think I remember with my dad and stuff like that.
So
but
I feel like you would fall off and then you would break something.
We get reindeer at the bottom. Real live reindeer. Just there to cushion my fall.
Why?
Ooh.
We're not getting a
Or
reindeer.
indoor snow.
It's gonna poop.
Snow.
What?
Or
No.
we get snow.
No, all of
and we
these
put the reindeer.
ideas are crap.
The crap is for the reindeer to do in the snow.
No.
And all we do is we keep putting more snow and more
these
snow
are all horrible.
and more snow.
No.
It's not hygienic, but
these
it is
are horrible
genius.
ideas.
I think it's great.
No.
We put up a tree, fill it with concrete.
Because right now it's just an idea.
We got the chair up top. I know. We've finished the idea stage. Let's go on to step 2, execution.
No, because
Tree up
it's
top,
not realistic.
Chair at the topper, chair somewhere else in the tree.
Okay, come back to reality,
Reindeer,
Daniel.
snow, poop,
Daniel,
more snow,
come
more
back.
poop, more snow.
Come
Weird
back,
looks from the
Daniel, please
neighbors.
stop.
The city declares the house has to be torn down.
Oh no! This is all your fault.
We lose all our possessions. Everything's gone. Everything. But then we realize the one thing that we still have is each other. And that's the true meaning of Christmas.
What?
This is my Christmas film. This is my Hallmark
So this is how
Christmas. Hallmark,
you tell
call me.
Timothy.
Call me Hallmark.
So this is how you tell Timothy that he's getting no Christmas presents because of this crazy idea.
Is it bad that I forgot about our boy?
Yes, it is.
And our boy has helped us around the house with Christmas before.
Yeah.
If we have more space, maybe we could start putting Timothy right in the back, right behind us. Oh, but then you won't see the lovely wall.
Yeah, and he gets squished.
There are flaws with this. But
We
Timothy's
don't
our
want
boy.
Timothy to get squished.
Looking at you, Timothy.
He could be right here in the corner.
Timothy's also a time traveler. We saw
how?
him. We saw him in the movie last night.
Oh yeah.
We're watching. We're rewatching the American Pie movies, which we're 2 into. First of all, I think there's lots of funny parts. Secondly, has not aged well. There's
No.
there's some stuff where you're like, oh, that's straight up assault. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Did not age well.
yeah, but the dad is classic. The like Eugene Levy with his big thick eyebrows, like he's the best part of any of those movies. And the dude seems like a good father, you know. He's not always, does the exact thing he should, but he's well-meaning. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is Timothy's in the background of one of those scenes that did not age well. Yeah, it was the scene with Nadia and the webcam and all that. I don't want to say more because I don't know if I'm putting this on TikTok, and TikTok can be a bit strict, but that part did not age well.
Yeah, no.
But the fact that Timothy was there was really something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. We got a time traveling boy. I'm sorry I tease you too much.
Yeah, every time I hiccup, he's there to make it all better.
That sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful.
Oh, I'm imitating.
That's what I bring. That's what I bring to this relationship.
What? I hope that's not the only thing you bring.
That's mostly
Daniel.
it. That's mostly
what?
it.
Don't disappoint me, Daniel.
That and the prestige that comes with saying
what prestige?
That you.
Why are you just throwing in prestige in the conversation? What? Why are you throwing in this word?
Because here's the thing.
What?
I'm a trophy husband.
What? No.
One day.
What?
You're going to say.
Trophy?
Hello. Yeah.
Why? Why are you comparing yourself to a trophy? It's a piece of plastic.
Because I'm saying, use me as when you walk into a room, let's say it's like your high school reunion, or it's you want to impress everyone and show them you really made it and show how great your life is. You say, everyone, this is my currently fiance, but at that time, husband. This is my husband, Dan. And he is known for backflips. And everyone...
You and your backflips. Gosh.
Everyone will go, oh!
My God. When am I going to hear the end of it? When are you going to be like, I am no longer known for backflips?
That day will never come.
Oh, no.
That day, if you're waiting for that day...
But what if you're old and you got your
you.
cane and then you're like, are you still like, I am known for backflips?
No. Yes.
What the hell? Everybody knows that's not true at that point.
I've always said, though, like, I think I'm going to peak as, like an old man, right?
Peak on what?
Well, right now, I can go and I can talk about some random kind of stuff.
Do you think you won't get old? Because they're finding ways to get the...
Yeah. They're working on fighting back against aging.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. So maybe I was having a conversation with this one guy about those same doctors who like are working on that. And the guy was, I don't know, he's definitely into retirement age. I'm not good at guessing. I'm not going to guess. But he was like, it's too late for me, but for you, you'll be able to fight back aging. And I said, I'll be 23 forever. He said, you'll be 23 forever. So maybe I'll roll back a little bit. But what I'm trying to say isn't like they're going to fight aging. Which, okay, real quick. I think that's so cool because they say like a lot of different illnesses. And also, I should really preface, I'm the last person to go to for medical knowledge. I am not a doctor. I normally don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This could be one of those
Daniel
times.
Daniel overtalks a lot.
I do talk a lot. If you're watching this podcast, and you've seen these episodes,
he's the talker.
Well,
you're not known for backflips. You're through my eyes, you're known for being the talker.
Okay.
The big mouth.
Well, two things. First of all, my understanding is a lot of different diseases. One of the biggest factors for them is simply aging. So if you can fight back aging, you can fight back other diseases such as Alzheimer's and a lot of other stuff. And also you can look young. That'd be cool. Not a doctor. The other thing is, when I edit this podcast, I see the audio waves and I see like long chunks where it's just my audio waves. So me talking, and then there's a big gap where you're like, oh, when's this guy going to shut up already?
Yeah, I know, right?
And then I'll be like, Monica, what's your opinion on that? And you'll go, I kind of like, and I'm like, oh, but what about this?
Oh
What
my
about
god,
this?
gotta cut Monica.
So I am sorry. I do apologize. But
I
to
thought it was
finish,
your addiction.
no,
Gotta cut Monica
I just
from
talk a lot.
speaking.
It's the tism. It is the tism. And like to be fair, me talking a lot is what got me different sales jobs. You know, that's one thing that.
Because probably people like me being like, oh my god, when is he gonna stop talking?
But when I was working in, without getting into specifics, I used to work like a job where in a retail store where sometimes you'd be talking to a customer for like a full hour trying to sell them something, right? And my approach was different than a lot of other people's approaches. Mine was I would bounce through different like scripted stuff, right? So I'd know like if I wanted to explain the difference between this one product and another product, like I always had my go-to, and you could ask me 50 different times to explain the difference, and I'd probably give you about the same response, give or take a little bit, you know, those 50 times. And yeah, what my coworkers noticed is like I just talk and talk and talk, and I just kind of bulldoze. I just like brute force the conversation until they buy. It's not my intention, but I just think there's all these little details, and like you need to know these, so then you know what I'm saying.
You do that for everything.
Yeah, I'm autistic.
Like if I disagree and I want to do something else, then you're like, oh, let's talk about this thing that I want to do.
Well, I haven't finished my original thought, so I think I'm going to just let me finish my thought, and then we can go on to whatever you want. Okay. So I think I will peak as an old person, because right now when I do talk like this, people go and they go, oh, Dan's just going on and on and on like he always does. He's talking about, and I got my own interest, right? So he's talking about robots. He's talking about Spider-Man. He's talking about blah, 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 blah.
Blah.
And they just go, he's a little weird. All right, whatever. But when I'm old and senile, I'm still going to be talking about the same things. But people go, he's old and senile. We get it. We get it. Because you can see that. You can't see the tism. I mean, sometimes you can. But yes. And we just got our COVID shots, so I've got extra autism now. That's a joke.
I don't know about
That's
that.
a joke. I texted my family and I said, like, just got my new shot. I now have level 6 autism. Which, when I got diagnosed, I didn't know there were levels.
Is there actually levels? I don't think so.
No, there is. There's level 1, 2, and 3. Once again, I'm not a doctor. There are people that know far more about this than I do. But level 1 is it. My understandings refers to like how much support you might need. So level 1 is like, you might need a little, and then like going up and up and up and that kind of thing. But autism is a whole spectrum, you know? And it's not linear, right? So people, like I was having a conversation with someone that we met at my friend's like birthday party recently. And, you know, a couple hours to talk to him, I bring up like, yeah, we got this business to talk about embracing the weirdness that life has to offer. Monica's dyslexic, I'm autistic, and, you know, we just want to embrace who we are, and we think we're cool with like who we are and that kind of thing. He's like, you're autistic? I'm like, yeah. And he asked me like, am I low autistic, high autistic? And I said I'm high functioning, but it is a spectrum, and there's some areas where some people have certain traits more so than other people. So it's not like you're going up a straight line. It could be, okay, well, they act like this a little bit more than this, than this, than this, than this, than this, than this. So it really is varied, and I think it's cool. I think just diversity is good. If there's too many of one thing, if something becomes the norm, first of all, people become dickheads about it. They really do. And secondly, it just gets boring. You need a good mix. You need all kinds of people. You know, be yourself. Don't hurt anybody. But aside from that, just be yourself. Do your thing. Try not to be judgmental of others. That's what we're about. And after me talking for a million years, Monica, why don't you lead the next conversation topic?
Okay.
Here is your chance. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know, I was like,
I was just thinking of what to talk about. And you have to like go cut my like time to think.
okay, how much time do you need? you feel ready? Do you feel
I
prepared?
don't know. You never give me the time of day, so I'm thinking.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. What if we join those singing competition shows? Can you go in as a group? If we just wanted to and
Hey,
do that in front of like Simon Cowell, yeah,
Daniel,
yeah.
do you think if like Hogwarts really existed, do you think you'd be a wizard or a muggle?
I don't know if I can choose, but I'd want to be a wizard.
But I really feel like
I feel like I have a sense of magic and wonder.
no.
No? I don't have a sense of magic and wonder.
You're too stuck in your comics. I don't know.
Yeah, but those comics could be flying around. I could have them like perform, the comics would be moving. It would just be movies on paper. You're telling me there's a world where there's movies on paper and I'm not watching those movies? I don't believe
But
that.
what if you were a muggle, do you think
Do they have animation in Harry Potter?
you would realize?
Well, no, because the wizarding world's supposed to be secret, right?
I don't know. How secret can it be?
Oh, it's secret enough that they have people like, there's Platform 9 3/4 thing. They got like invisible cars. They do a lot so that people don't know that they're wizards.
I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think I would be a wizard?
You'd be like
I'd
the
be more
Luna
like
Lovegood
the alien.
kinda. You'd be like a Luna Lovegood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Although I know you just want to be Ron Weasley. But
Just want to go up to Voldemort, be like, "Hey, you with me, bro?"
okay. Just saying for the future, if anybody decides to remake those films, I strongly suggest hiring Monica as Ron Weasley. She is the Weasel. She's the Weaseler.
And how could he have not known there was something weird with his rat?
I was just going to say, could I be your rat?
No, that means you're the bad guy.
But like,
Doesn't he kill someone? That
but
bad guy?
here's the thing. I think
Or
so.
he portrays someone? I don't remember.
Yeah. It's been a while. Should rewatch those. But you could have me. Here we go. You could have me as the rat. But
why?
it's a remake, so you're doing things differently, right? So before, I assume it was a real rat, or at least for a lot of it. Maybe there were like, I'm sure there's some CG, but it's probably mostly like a real rat, I assume. Scabbers. You could have me as that rat. No CG, no fake rat. All I need is...
Oh no, not you in a rat costume.
I need a rat costume.
No!
I need a rat costume. But
this is gonna turn into a weird sex thing.
Monica, no. And just remember, my family watches this podcast. So
I'm just saying, all those costumes are weird.
I don't know why you go there. I don't know why you go there. That's not somewhere I want to go.
No, that's not somewhere I want to go either.
Great. Let's move on from that element. But what I'm saying, though, is just imagine me, but you don't change the size. And you don't address the fact that I'm clearly a man in a rat costume.
What?
And you don't even have to get expensive.
But-
Go to the dollar
No.
store, get some glue, get some like...
That's so gross.
But like there'll be scenes like when I have like
No.
Scabbers has his head in like the chocolates or whatever,
I'm
or the beans.
uncomfortable.
It's me with just a little
But
box
I
in my head.
don't- Ew.
Anytime you'd have to bulk up
No,
though,
I don't
because
want-
you'd have to be able to
No.
carry me
No.
as naturally as
I'm not
Ron
bulking
carries
up.
the rat.
What?
You need like your biceps need to be bigger than my head.
Okay, can we not? This is gross.
I think
My brain is like rejecting it.
I think it's a great idea.
No.
I think it's a great idea,
No.
and
No.
I think it's fantastic.
No. So, do you feel ready for the launch?
Do I feel ready for the launch? I don't know. I feel because we're recording this. What time is it? It's about 3:30 p.m. on the Thursday. The collection comes out at midnight. The big thing is we have like new like Black Friday bundles, and I haven't installed the app yet or paid for it yet to actually create the bundles on our site. And then it's just updating product images. And I like that kind of work though. Like when it's work like that, when it's just like the photo editing work and that kind of thing is pretty chill. Like we watched the movie today, like in the background we watched American Pie 2 with those big old eyebrows. And poor Nadia, she did nothing wrong. She got poor Nadia. Anyways,
It's just outdated.
yeah. But even still, she
It
didn't get
just
she didn't
shows
get the guy
no,
she
but
wanted.
it just shows how unrealistic it is because
It's definitely unrealistic.
he puts on the webcam and then she still comes back to him. I would have never came back to him.
Yeah, no,
It's
100%.
just because it's a movie.
Yeah, no, he should be in
Yeah.
jail for that. Yeah,
Ish.
yeah. And yeah, no, it's to be fair, it's a movie from like 23 years ago. And I think it's very much trying to play up to like the whole. It's for like high school and like high school boys and like frat bros, pretty much. Like I think that's kind of the target audience. And yeah, some stuff definitely wouldn't fly. But I think that also shows that at least like some things have changed, right? Like you notice it more nowadays, right? Like it's at least I do.
I feel like with like
there's
women is going a step forward and then a step back, like with the United States. And
with the abortion bans and everything, and
I feel like
horrible.
It's one step forward, one step back, and it's just not where I want things to be.
Yeah, no, it's scary what's happening with that country.
It's just scary because like we're so close, like in Canada, like like whoa, what if they decide like, oh, they're doing it, we should maybe do it.
Well, here's the thing, like personally I don't think that will happen, but also there were so many people in the States that were saying like Roe v. Wade is the law, it's not going to be like overturned, right? It is what it is, so why are we wasting time like worrying about like, oh, is it, what if these rights go away? They were like, no, you always have these rights. And then all of a sudden people didn't.
Yeah.
Right? It's horrible.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like what you wrote back when they I can't remember the exact words, but
I can't remember either.
Yeah. But you wrote something like the day that that ruling was leaked, because it was leaked like months before, so people knew it was coming. And yeah, it's horrible. Just let people do what they want to do. Right? Let them.
It's their choice. It's their body.
It's their choice. It's their body. I think it's messed up. I think it's messed up for anyone to tell anyone what they can or can't do with their body.
It would be different if the men were the ones getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't do that.
That's the thing. They look at it through a totally different lens, right? Yeah.
But I feel like it should, if it was actually like gonna be like the new thing, I feel like they should have let like just women vote.
Yeah.
I don't see why men had to.
But then we had the conversation too of like, if that's what happened, right? If they had a situation where it's only women voted on abortion, would you want it to be all women 18 plus, or do you only want it to be
just women that can reproduce, not all the women, just the women that can. Just the women that it involves.
Because I think the stats show that like a 50-plus-year-old woman is in the States is more likely to be against abortion than like a young man.
But
But also very much
that's
depends on like
that's
religion and
weird
political
because like
ideology.
if you're really old and you can still like get like pregnant, and then like
Well,
if
you
you
hit a
do,
point where you can't, right?
yeah, but sometimes like there's like people that get pregnant like in their
Like late in
50s
life, yeah,
or
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so, and then it produces more like diseases and stuff like with birth. And
Well, we should be
I
once
don't
again. We should
understand like,
reiterate
but
that we're
then
not doctors. We're not doctors.
I don't understand like when they want an abortion, if that was gonna happen to them at like that age. Like,
I think
that's the thing like that I don't
I think
really
yeah,
understand.
and I want to be careful here because it's
Yeah,
I will
I don't.
never have to worry about me getting pregnant, right? So I'll never understood that. I'll never understand that in a way that someone who can get pregnant would. Um, but I get the feeling that if that is like an active risk for you, like if you think I could get pregnant, this could affect me personally, versus I used to be in this situation, or versus I know many people who are in this potential situation, right? I get the feeling that that probably plays a factor. Now, I don't know. I'll never fully understand. Um, but I think like when you do look into that larger age group, right? And I don't know when the cutoff is, and I really want to be clear that I know very little when it comes to anything medical. Very, very little. Do not take my word for much.
Me neither.
But when you do look at like you're saying, maybe there's women in their 50s who can get pregnant.
Yeah,
But
but then
they're not
like
they're not the majority.
doesn't it risk their lives if they would do it?
I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. um, but what I'm saying though is there's a much smaller group of women in their 50s who can get pregnant compared to women in their 20s who can get pregnant, right?
Yeah.
So even if you have that group, it's still in that age group of like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, the further up you go, although I'm not saying there's 90-year-olds getting pregnant, I'm trying to be very careful. I'm trying to be very careful.
I don't even know like what's the cutoff age.
I don't know what the cutoff age is either.
I'm not really clear.
Yeah. We're not medical
I'll
professionals.
just know when I get older.
Yeah, I don't know. We are not doctors. Neither of us are doctors. And I know very little about my own body, let alone the female body. So, yeah. Talk to doctors. Doctors know what's up. If you ever have questions about something medical, I'm not the guy to go to. I'm not. I want to make that perfectly clear. But yeah, I was just saying, though, that like, I think for a lot of things in life, the more that you can connect yourself to it personally, I think the more it's going to impact the way that you think about it, Like, I think... I don't want to start making comparisons. I want to be careful. I want to be careful with my words.
Stop making comparisons.
Yeah.
It's annoying when you make comparisons when I
that's how
get
think.
it, and then you're just like, I have to make this. I have to, and then I'm like, but I get it, Daniel. And then he's just like, I have to make the comparison. Let me make the comparison.
I don't know this, but I do, and I do it less, but I do often compare things because I think that's more how like my brain works, right? Like,
yeah, but then
if I try
it
to
just confuses me.
if I try to break it down for someone else in like that kind of way that you prefer, it's translation, right?
Yeah, but it can also be confusing.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But what people say to me a lot of the time is confusing,
It's because you're re-explaining, and then if I get re-explained is because I think that the first time you explained it was wrong. Like my brain automatically goes to like, oh, the first time was wrong. That's why he's re-explaining it.
I don't know. I have the habit with a lot of things, like maybe it comes from my days of working like retail jobs where I never fully understood somebody else's like level of knowledge with a particular thing. Sometimes you can kind of gauge it, but I'd often play on the safe side and I'd go, here's all the information you need. I'm going to tackle this from the level of you're more entering this, you might not fully know it. And that's kind of my default with people. Like I was doing that with someone at one of the markets we did. I was talking to someone and they were like, I don't know, they were asking about our artwork, and I was explaining, yeah, it starts with the prints, and we use the prints as a reference, and we do this, and they were like, yeah, I get it, I understand how it works, like that's cool. But it was me just going, I don't know you, I don't know what your level of knowledge on this one particular thing is, so I'm going to treat it like I treat anybody. But also, to be fair, I was talking to another artist who probably knew exactly,
Yeah.
so there is that. But yeah. Speaking of, what time is it, Monica?
Hiccup time?
No! Monica! What? What time is it?
It's drawing time.
Can we do one more, a little better?
It's drawing time.
It's drawing time.
Oh.
So as always, we're going to pick ideas from a hat. We're going to shake it up. And what we pick is...
Was there one that fell out?
Yeah.
Daniel, I caught Daniel cheating. I caught him. He's trying to put his first.
Don't slam the table.
Daniel's trying to put his ideas first.
Okay.
I caught him on camera.
Just to be clear, what you caught was one fell out and it was mine. So if you said nothing, you'd have a better chance of having your drawing pull. I'll shake, you pull. Okay? Shake!
Shake!
Shake! Shake, shake, shake.
Shake!
Oh no, wait, one fell out.
Oh no.
All right, I'm going to shake again.
Oh, shake!
What will it be? It's drawing time today.
Oh, it's one of mine.
Oh, what is it?
Shrek eating dandelions.
Okay. Do you want green?
I guess we can do green.
It could help us with the Shrek color.
Yeah.
Yeah, save
We
us some
won't
time.
Need to color him in.
So wait, what was it? Was Shrek eating dandelions?
Yeah, dandelions. Dandelions.
I used to rub dandelions in my armpits.
I know.
Because I was like...
Daniel the Dandelioner.
I just want to start... My parents first started making me wear deodorant. And I thought it smelled weird, so I wanted to smell dirty and gross. And I tried to counteract the flowery deodorant with dandelions.
Dirty and gross.
I don't know. But that's a fun fact about me that nobody asked for. So he's eating the dandelions?
Yes, he's eating them.
I need to think about this.
Why?
I know how I'm going to do it. Somebody once told me the world was macaroni.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. If you were
Smash?
an ogre, Daniel,
Yeah?
would you, like, if you had to like survive for the ogre body and stuff, would you like start like eating like meat and stuff? Like if you had to, because you had an ogre body.
If I had to eat meat to survive, I would eat meat. I don't need to eat meat to survive, and that's why I am currently vegetarian. And pretty soon I might try being vegan, because I just think animals deserve a better life than what they go through. Yeah, yeah. But if I had to survive, then yeah, I'd kill to survive. I just wouldn't kill for pleasure. That's the difference.
Do you think if Shrek could, he would start his own religion?
Like Shrekology?
Yeah.
Probably. Would you join it?
Mm,
Yes, you
well,
would.
But then,
Then you'd have to leave the octopuses behind.
but I don't know if I could leave the octopuses behind.
That would be pretty sad. I just realized if like a total stranger came to my house, they go like, "Oh, they must have kids. What lovely crayon drawings."
Oh, oh no.
They look at mine and be, "Oh, maybe they're in first grade." Oh, I'm like, I'm a big kid. And then look at yours. That's some good like third grade crayon drawing. I'd say. How do you say it? Do you say crayon? Do you say crayon? I say crayon. That sounds nasty.
Rayola.
Yeah, but that's a brand. It's like you call paper towel Scotties. And I'm
Because
still not
it's
used
the
to-
right thing to do.
No. You're the only person I know that does that.
But it's the right thing to do.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
What should I say the dandelion tastes like?
Crabgrass. All right. You want to show yours first?
Okay. So it's Shrek and he's saying, "Gross, tastes like crabgrass."
Oh, you did my joke. That's great.
Yeah. And he's looking at the dandelion with disgust.
That's awesome. What a lovely picture. See, with me, I don't think about Shrek as like a one-person unit anymore. So I got Shrek and Fiona together. I couldn't remember what Fiona wore, but I thought it was like a green dress with like spots on it.
Show Fiona.
This is Fiona. She kind of looks like part cow almost. But see, they're enjoying a lovely. And look,
Yeah.
it's like a candle wax ear candle,
Yeah.
or it's an earwax candle. And I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of the
Yeah,
Shrek.
I think it's one of your best ones.
You think it's one of the best?
Yeah, but compared to mine, it's like, oh. Yeah.
I think mine's better. I genuinely. I think there have been a lot of times where yours has been the better one. I think like a lot of them, yours is
Yeah.
better. But I think this one, I genuinely think. Comment below. Who do you prefer? Do you prefer Shrek and Fiona as a lovely couple, or do you prefer Shrek on his own? Saying that it tastes like crabgrass.
Tastes like crabgrass.
I think it's been a good amount of time. I think it's been a good Daycast. What do you think?
I think it is.
Okay. So, hope you enjoy this episode. If you live in Canada and if you like the art that we have, please check us out online at danicadaydreams.ca. This weekend, so from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, we are having our first ever sale, and the sale's in form of like bundles that we're offering. So check it out online, danicadaydreams.ca. We got t-shirts, crew necks, pins, prints, stickers, and lots and lots of weird art.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's been it.
If you want to get this crew neck,
A lovely little crew neck. Or this t-shirt.
Yeah. This crew neck.
And yeah, I think that's it. I think this has been a good Daycast.
Yeah.
Pleasure doing a podcast with you.
Yeah.
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 Let's keep
See you next time.
See you next time
on the Daycast.
Well, you know what? See you next time on the Daycast. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.